message to Netanyahu and all the war criminals from Washington to Tel Aviv. Our message is clear and simple. We will not give up. 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 Because the struggle for the liberation of Palestine is the compass, is the roadmap for the liberation of all humanity. They will try to discourage you. They will try to stop you. They will try to block you. But just like the Summuz flotilla on its way to Gaza now, we will not stop. We will not stop. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. My last message to you, my brothers and sisters, my friends, my comrades, is that stay organized. Stay organized. If you are not organized, then you will be prepared to lose. If you are organized, then you are prepared to win. Free, free Palestine!
Has attacked every single element of Gaza's health system. These people are the enemies of life. They are the enemies of progress. They are the enemies of all of humanity. But we have seen doctors across the world organize, get with their colleagues, build across their profession to say no. And not just to say no, but to take urgent action. Please, brothers and sisters, a warm, loud welcome for Dr. Thael Ahmad. Thael is a Palestinian-American doctor who has been to Gaza many times to treat his people, to continue to support their steadfastness. Welcome Thael to the stage.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be among friends. And I want to say just a few things from the ground. I want to share just a few messages from the ground in Gaza. I want to start by saying that Shifa Hospital, a hospital that I have been to many times, is currently surrounded by Israeli tanks. This is not the first time that a military has decided to target a hospital in Gaza. This is not the second time. It is not the third time. Unfortunately, the Israeli military would like to normalize attacking hospitals and doctors and nurses and ambulances and paramedics. So to my colleagues in Shifa Hospital, in the emergency department right now, I want to send a message here from the headquarters of the United Nations in New York City. We are with you. We stand in solidarity with you. In June of last year, a child named Rasha, 10 years old, survived an Israeli airstrike on her home in Gaza City. Her and her brother Ahmed, who is only a year older than her, miraculously survived with their family. At that time, Rasha decided, as a 10-year-old in Gaza, that it was time for her to write a will. 3 months later, another missile from the Israeli military found Rasha, and this time killing her and Ahmed. I would like to read Rasha's will. I would like her words to be spoken here today. My will, if I become a martyr or pass away, please do not cry for me, because your tears cause me pain. I hope my clothes will be given to the needy, and my accessories should be shared between Rahaf, Sarah, Lana, and Batul. My monthly allowance of 50 shekels, 25 to Rahaf, and 25 to Ahmed. My stories and notebooks to Rahaf, my toys to Batul. And please do not yell at my brother Ahmed. Please follow these wishes. The world has turned a blind eye to Rasha and the tens of thousands of kids who have been killed, who have been dismembered, who have disappeared in Gaza at the hands of the Israeli military. And I ask you today, will you ever forget Rasha? Will you ever forget Ahmed? Will you ever forget Hind? We must never let them be forgotten, especially in front of the people who stood idly by as they yelled for help, as they called to the world. We must never forget them. The second message I carry to you from Gaza is that of Nurse Yusuf. He is a nurse that works in the pediatric intensive care units. He has watched as the military cut off electricity and as children in incubators at N18G hospital suffocated to death and died alone. I told Yusuf that I would be here at this protest today, and his message to everyone here is to keep on fighting, is to keep on protesting. They have no hope in any international body. They have no hope in any world government. They have no hope that politicians will stand on the right side of history. But Yusuf told me that it brings them hope when they see us fill the streets, when they see us chanting, "Free, free Palestine." And the final thing I will say is a remembrance of all of the journalists, the truth tellers, that have been slaughtered in this process. We know about Anas, we know about Muhammad, we know about Ismail, we know about all of the journalists that have perished. And I do want to mention the story of Muhammad Kareka, one of the journalists that was struck in a tent in front of Shifa Hospital, along with Anas and his colleague. One thing I want to mention about Anas, about Muhammad, that still disturbs me to this day, and I will share it with you so you can mention his story, is that months earlier his home had been targeted, and he is an only child. His father had passed away long ago. It was only him and his mother. And he remembers hearing the news because he was reporting live at the time in the line of duty, and showing up to Shifa Hospital looking for his mother. And he says, I recognized her by the way that she was sitting in the corner of the hospital. I recognized the way that she would sit. And as I approached the body, I knew that her body was lifeless and that she had been martyred. And Muhammad months later has been reunified heavenly with his mother. but I insist that all of us continue to share the stories of what has happened to these people, what has happened to the Palestinians. There is a deliberate effort to dehumanize, to silence, to censor. And the way that we break that is that any opportunity we get, we say Hind's name, we say Muhammad's name, we say the names of all of those that have perished or have been wounded. It is the only way to honor their memory, and it is the only way to hold those accountable. Thank you. I appreciate being here today. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! We will honor all our martyrs! We will honor all our martyrs! All our children's sons and daughters! All our children's sons and daughters! We will honor all our martyrs! We will honor all our martyrs! All our parents, mothers, fathers! All our parents, mothers, fathers! We will honor all our martyrs! We will honor all our martyrs! For Palestine.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! At this point, first of all, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you all. Begin in the name of Allah, the most gracious. I want to thank everyone to the stage today that has shared so profound words. I want to thank the doctor, the brother who spoke just before me, who spoke of the pain, the stories, and the reality of our people. 2 years into this enslaved genocide, what words are left to say? The only words left to say are to amplify the message, the voice of our brothers and sisters in Gaza. And it is incumbent upon us, each and every single person, to be absolutely unapologetic, to be absolutely steadfast and demand justice for our brothers and our sisters. Must not serve what was said before us, and they to be second guessed, that our resistance is and our murdered by this entity are not just names, they live in our hearts. And to anybody hiding who thinks that accountability, that justice will not reach them, we say, Netanyahu, you can't hide! Netanyahu, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Israel, you can't hide! Israel, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! What do we want? When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it! If we don't get it! Shut it down! If we don't get it! Shut it down! If we don't get it! Shut it down! So this Gaza doesn't get it! Shut it down! 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 Make some noise! Make some noise! Our next speaker joins us, Lita from Jewish Voices. Make some noise, Lita!
The river to the sea, free Palestine will the river from the river. Palestine forever. Palestine will live forever. My name is Lita. I'm a member of Jewish Voices, and I couldn't
understand my privilege and my duty to say this as many times as it takes to stop the bombing and starvation and crimes against. I am the granddaughter of survivors. I am Netanyahu. He is not welcome in our city, in our state, in our country. I was always taught never again must mean for anyone. Well, never again is now. I know what a Holocaust looks like. My family survived. We have seen this before. The starvation, the gas chambers, the siege, the racist rhetoric. Jews know this history well, and we are seeing it happen again before our very eyes to Palestinians. The Nazi Holocaust happened because the world let it. We cannot allow Israel's genocide in Gaza to continue. Jews must reject Zionism. It is a betrayal of our religion and our history. Judaism teaches us to stand up for justice and to always question those in power. I implore Jews around the world to do just that. It is long past due for all of us to stand on the right side of history and fight for a liberated Palestine. And I refuse to allow Netanyahu and Trump to use my Judaism and my family's history in the Holocaust to justify the occupation, apartheid state, and this genocide against the Palestinian people. I will end with this. This genocide is not about Jewish safety. Jews will never be safe until Palestinians are free with the right to return home. So I say, not in my name. I will continue to stand in solidarity with Palestinians against the racist ideology that is Zionism, which is rooted in settler colonialism, and I will continue to fight alongside this beautiful community that has spread across the world until Palestine is free. Never again is now. Not in my name. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Netanyahu, you can't hide! Netanyahu, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Donald Trump, you can't hide! Donald Trump, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Next up, please join me in welcoming Francesca from the Democratic Socialists of America.
Comrades, my name is Francesca. I'm speaking from the Democratic Socialists of America. I am also born and raised in Italy, where on Monday we saw a historic general strike for Palestine, demanding an end of all commercial, diplomatic, and military relationships with Israel. The strike saw mobilizations in over 70 cities. Every major port in the country was shut down. Protesters shut down the highway between Florence and Bologna. Protesters shut down train stations in Naples, in Turin. All out. And then, without the support parties, with the support of any major union. It happened because the dock workers from the port of Genoa, who for years have been striking and refusing to load ships with weapons to Israel, decided to say enough. We are tired to do the work that governments should be doing. And they pledged that if the flotilla was attacked, and they did. Just 2 days after the strike, the Italian government sent a Navy ship to guard the flotilla and assist it. But make mistake, this is not because our Prime Minister suddenly developed a consciousness. No, this concession that was forced by the popular UN member countries could do if they wanted to. They could send ships to break the illegal siege on Gaza. They could fulfill their obligation to act to end the genocide. They could enact the televised genocide. We know that accountability for Israel's accomplices will not be given to. We must take it by force. As Italy, people are mobilizing. They are occupying squares all around the country. They're taking 100 squares with permanent occupations. The unions and the Palestinian diaspora organizations have called for a state of permanent agitation in the country, while we work in preparation for a second general strike that will happen. And it makes me truly emotional to tell you all of this, because for years we have not seen a mobilization of this size in Italy. Because for decades we have watched every labor right we had get dismantled. We have watched our healthcare and education get cut. Because when our government joined the criminal U.S. occupation of Iraq, we could not stop it. For decades we've watched every major social movement around the world pass us by, occupy the Arab Spring, protests against austerity in Lebanon, in Chile. All of this happened with hardly a blip in Italy until today. This is the awakening. This is the redemption that we've been waiting for a lifetime. Despite the decades of neoliberalism, despite the subservience to the United States, despite the inaction of every major party, despite the paralysis in the face of rising fascism, today, thanks to Palestine, thanks to Gaza, we are up from our knees and we are standing. So I am here to tell you, we can do it here. If you ever thought that it cannot happen in the United States, I am here to tell you you are wrong. Because up until 5 days ago, no one thought we could do it in Italy. And here we are. We can do it here. We can do it here if we commit to uniting struggles, from the struggle against ICE, to the struggle against police and prisons, to the struggle for Palestinian liberation. We can do it here if we build a militant labor movement. Not a labor movement subservient to the parties in power, a labor movement willing to fight to defend the working class worldwide. We can do it here if we commit to building organizations that can move millions. Not to sign a petition and ask nicely to our legislators, organizations that would lead us in struggle, organizations that would build the power to strike, to take over our campuses, to shut down every port and every airport that is trafficking weapons. And to enact the people's arms embargo now. From Geneva to Palestine. Shut their ports and end their crimes.
start it over. We need more than that, guys. I know it's been a long day, but a little more than that. Gaza will fall. Zionism will fall. Zionism will fall. Gaza will free us all. Gaza will free us all. Zionism will fall. Zionism will fall. We are fighting for the people of Gaza. And we are fighting for a world where all of the forces that made this horrific genocide no longer are in power. We are fighting for the people of Cuba, for the people of Haiti, for the people of Venezuela, and for the people of Sudan. Brothers and sisters, please, a warm welcome for Abdullah from the Sudanese Resistance Front. From Palestine to Sudan, free the people, free the land. From Palestine to Sudan, free the people, free the land. Assalamu alaikum, y'all. My name's Abdullah. I'm from an organization called the Sudanese Resistance Front. We are an anti-imperialist mass Sudanese organization. Our goal is to organize the Sudanese masses against the primary contradiction, against this biggest op, imperialism. Imperialism is the highest stage of capitalism. It's what's wrenching every single one of us. Capitalism is the reason you can't eat. You can't decide what your labor does. You can't afford your rent. You can't afford food. You can't even send your kids to a proper school. You can't even get health care. And we know this. The system is done. We also know that why a few nations decide the affairs of the world, specifically the U.S., wants to decide the rest of the world's labor, what the resources go, and what people do with their efforts. We say, fuck out of here! Imperialism is aggressing itself upon the rest of the globe, and Sudan is one expression of it. In Sudan right now, 40 million plus people are pulled into an active war zone, based off of aggression coordinated by the United States, the United Arab Emirates, and the rest of the imperialist powers. The United States steamrolls weapons into the United Arab Emirates. It makes it its major financial and defensive part, and it pushes normally. Same it. The UAE supplies the rapid support forces weapons in Sudan. They have besieged Western Sudan, and right now have encircled a city called Al-Fashir. It is at a level 5 famine. 40 million people in Sudan, half of them subject to starvation, even though we have enough land and labor to produce enough food for all of us. Yet half of us are starving? That shit makes no sense. And all the while, the United States throws sanctions on the whole country. All the while, the United States negotiates with the UAE. And all the while, the Sudanese people, while under this increased aggression, have never faltered on their position on Gaza, have never faltered on their position on Palestine. The people in Sudan have taken pride. In 1967, there was this summit inside of Khartoum, and they dropped the 3 no's, which was a declaration saying no peace for Israel, no negotiation with Israel, no recognition of Israel. The Sudanese masses hold that dear to their heart. Since then, this has been something that they prided themselves with. And any time that the state falters and gives an inch to the Zionist entity, the people hit the street en masse.
people and for the people. Right after there was a coup, and one of the things that came out of it was the coordination between the U.S., the UAE, the Zionist entity, to push normalization of the Sudan. Shame. You have folks from the RSF and the SAF shaking hands and buddy with Netanyahu. Boom. Everybody hit the streets. Millions of people took the streets immediately after this to express their rage. And even during the current condition, in which the RSF was the sharpest expression of imperialist aggression to Sudan, the UAE continues to present its plans for Sudan as something in the benefit of the Zionist entity, the benefit of the United States, and the benefit of the imperialists. One of the primary goals that they have is to annex the whole of the Western Sudan. UAE propagandists have positioned that Sudan is in the benefit of Iran. It comes into the material support of Hamas, and that the RSF.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV 18 on all of our digital platforms.